Your buttons, your triggers. I'm so triggered right now. And listen to the language in that. They're all in you. They're all in you. Amazing news. Your triggers are yours and yours alone. And that is the most empowering statement that you can embody when you're feeling triggered. Now, I've used that language before. I will still at times. It will slip out at times. I don't love it. And in this video, we're going to talk about your triggers, what they mean, and what you can do to reclaim your power, to reclaim your peace, so that nothing outside of you needs to change. And you can bring your most creative, solution-orientated self into a situation, be that with your partner, be that with your children, be that with your colleagues. So let's get into it. Now, the most important thing to understand, or to try on, because I'm never going to share anything with you that I'm going to say, take my word for it. And what I share with you are ideas that I invite you to try on, and really try them on. Play with it as an experiment, because the very worst that can happen is that nothing changes. And the very best that can happen is that you find a new layer, a new level of peace within yourself, and a new way to empower yourself to move through your life in a more authentic and free way. And who doesn't want more of that? Nobody I've met so far. So your experience of life happens 100% in you. Any feeling that you have, any emotion that you have, any thought that you have, it happens inside of you. And the foundation of our thoughts, the foundation of our feelings are always thoughts. So it all comes back to how we are thinking about something, how we're viewing something. I've spoken before about the lenses that we wear that come through our unconscious mind, our subconscious mind. So anytime we're experiencing a uncomfortable feeling in a situation, and to make it more tangible, I'll bring it into my life. I shared this with a client this morning, where we were talking about parenting and talking about our desire as parents to protect our children. We want our kids to be okay. We want our kids to be happy. And they're not always, are they? And can that be okay? That was a question. Because ultimately, every challenge that we've ever faced, I'm going on a bit of a tangent now, and we go where we go, it's all good. Everything that we've ever faced, every challenge that we have led ourselves through, every time that we've managed to step forward into something, move through something, we learn more about ourselves. We learn more about who we are and the strength that we have. And that only comes when there's no one around to save us, when we get to save ourselves. As parents, as people, as women in particular, is my noticing, and I'm not saying it's not true for men, we want to be able to create more ease in another. There's the people pleaser that comes out. There's that desire to create comfort in other people. And it feels like that's about the other person. And actually, it's 100% about you because you're feeling uncomfortable with the way someone else is feeling because you haven't created a loving relationship with your own feelings, with your own uncomfortable feelings. So that's a bit of a side quest, and it's all relevant because these events that happen in our life, right? These triggering events that can happen with us. We look to the situation, we look to the other person. My child is behaving in a certain way, I'm triggered. I'm uncomfortable now. And I don't know how to be with discomfort. And so I'm going to fix, do my best to fix and to adjust the outside world in order to create some more ease in myself. So my child crying could be triggering for me because maybe I feel like I'm a failure as a parent. Maybe we're out and about and I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, everyone else is going to think I'm a failure as a parent. Better fix that. I need to fix that because I'm triggered. It can happen in a more direct conflict, an argument with somebody where we feel triggered. I've had this in relationships before, spoken to in a certain way, nervous system kicks in. Don't feel safe. And now I know that I get to take space and create a time to be with that feeling, me. Because when I'm feeling a feeling, it's for me to feel. And if I am not willing to feel it, if I then point the finger, if I blame, if I do my best to manipulate the outside world to shift the feeling that I'm having because I'm not willing to face it, it's just going to keep coming up again. And the way it keeps coming up again is that life will keep giving me opportunities to feel that feeling. So if I'm triggered, my buttons are getting pushed and I'm blaming it on someone else instead of actually looking in and being with it and learning how to be with myself with so much love and so much compassion, and one by one dissolve the triggers, remove the buttons, become buttonless. That's where my peace is. That's where my power is. And this isn't about moving through the world and never feeling a triggering, a button pushing, an uncomfortable feeling. And it's knowing how to be with that. It's knowing how to claim that. We stop the blaming, we start claiming. And from there, it's my absolute promise to you, when you can own your experience, when you can really look at it and hold it and feel it lovingly, and that might not be in the moment. It might be that later on in the day, in the evening, when the kids are asleep, when everything's settled down, you create some time and space to be with that feeling. A mentor of mine, she has this beautiful process that she'd shared called movie reeling your day, where you just close your eyes and you go through the experience of your day and you notice any emotions that have come up. And you give yourself permission and you give yourself the opportunity to feel that feeling. And once you've felt it all the way through, you'll feel a lightness, a more expansiveness, and then it's gone. So this has been more about feeling the feelings. There's other ways of viewing a situation. There's ways of being able to be with our thoughts and look at our thoughts. And I'll share that in other videos. I think for now, giving yourself permission and having the courage to feel something all the way through, because it can feel scary, and I think it's important to acknowledge that. There's a reason we avoid these things. There's a reason that we repress and we suppress these things. We're taught accidentally and early on that certain feelings are okay and other ones are not. They're not lovable. Those ones, not good. Don't feel them. They're not acceptable. And so we learn to not accept them. We learn to store them in our bodies, in our beingness. And from there we create patterns in our life, in our nervous system, that play out in the world, the physical world of reality. And the minute we stop trying to fix problems, the minute we're willing to be, as I say, with ourselves and feel whatever the circumstance is that is feeling, that's bringing up those feelings for you, those triggers, those buttons. Again, my absolute guarantee that if you can be with it and stop trying to fix it and instead go in, your answer, your solution will be revealed to you because it already is inside. We live in a world of duality. There is no up without down. There is no in without out. There is no hot without cold, and there is no problem without solution. The two must coexist at the same time. And when we're fixated on the problem, fixated on that person who's doing that thing, who's pushing my buttons, can't see the solution. We're not allowing it to come forward. So notice your triggers. Get excited when you get to identify a button and then be with it. Claim your power and allow the solution to arise and trust yourself within that. Move in the direction of what you want in life. And if you would like any support in being with the big feelings, in seeing a way to your own answers, then I have some one-to-one spaces available at the time of this recording. Get in touch. My email is down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'm sending you so much love.